1 meter is right on the edge of where we need to be.
As countries relax social distancing rules, they're reducing the amount of space you need to give other people. That's close enough. But how do social distancing recommendations measure up? Well, the science of space is clear when it comes to how far droplets will travel.
We know that that distance is about 1 meter. The reason 2 meters was chosen was to give a margin of safety.
The most recent relaxation comes from the UK as part of a plan to reopen pubs and restaurants.
Where it is possible to keep 2 meters apart, people should. But where it is not, we will advise people to keep a social distance of 1 meter plus.
The risk is that people say, okay, 2 meters, we're going to go to 1 meter. Okay, well, is it okay to just shake hands then? And the answer is no.
Social media exploded into comments about the government throwing science out the window in favor of the economy.
The right move is definitely not to pretend the virus doesn't exist. And the right move is also not to, full on lockdown and have no one leave their house under any circumstance.
When they do that, let's just call it an experiment, the results of that experiment may be applicable to Canada.
Canada is one of just a couple countries which still has a 2-meter rule. But even within the country, provinces have their own guidelines. In Quebec, adults need to give each other 2 meters of space. Kids only need 1 meter, and restaurants and indoor theaters fall in the middle at 1.5 meters. There are cultural reasons different countries or regions have different recommendations. It may not necessarily be economic.
Because you can't really quantify it, and you are weighing intangibles, like health, lives in some cases, against more tangible, potentially economic considerations, that gets into some really difficult questions.
Just remember, as the space between us becomes smaller, wearing a mask, washing your hands, and coughing into your shoulder is as important as it ever was. In Calgary, Jonathan Muma, City News.